Hello everyone. Welcome back once again in your biology class. This is Nausin and you are watching Educational Support. If you like this video, then press a subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. And you have turned on all the notifications on your phone so that you don't miss a single video. So please watching till the end of my video. In my previous videos, I was sharing breathing process in humans, human respiratory system, part 1, part 2, emphysema. So if anyone missed my previous videos, then visit my YouTube channel Educational Support, and link of my previous videos are given in my description box below. So go for it and subscribe my channel. Today we are learning new topic, that is tuberculosis part 1. In this class we will learn definition of tuberculosis, how is tuberculosis spread, causative organisms for tuberculosis, common symptoms of tuberculosis, and I recommend that you guys sit down with a notebook and a pen before we start going through this topic. So let's get started. What to know about pulmonary tuberculosis, or what is the definition of tuberculosis? Tuberculosis is a Neo-Latin word. Tubercle means round, nodule or swelling, and osis means condition. So tuberculosis is an infectious disease usually caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Globally, it is the leading cause of death resulting from a single infection disease. With the increased incidence of AIDS, tuberculosis has become a great problem in the United States and the world. As you know that Mycobacterium tuberculosis is mainly responsible for tuberculosis. So this picture represents that Mycobacterium tuberculosis is a main causative agent for tuberculosis. Next, we are going to focus on incidence. Tuberculosis is the world's second most common cause of death from infectious disease after HIV or AIDS. India is the highest tuberculosis burden country in the world. Each year, 1.8 million develop tuberculosis. Global emergency tuberculosis kills 5,000 people a day. Currently, it kills 3 million people every year and could claim up to 30 million lives if not controlled. So here I am showing how is tuberculosis spread. You cannot get pulmonary tuberculosis by sharing hands, sharing food or drink, sleeping in the same bed, and kissing. Tuberculosis is airborne, which means you can become infected with Mycobacterium tuberculosis after breathing air exhaled by someone with tuberculosis. The germs can stay in the air for several hours. It's possible to inhale them even when the infected person is not in the room. But usually, you have to be close to someone with tuberculosis for a long period of time to catch it. You could be more likely to get tuberculosis if tuberculosis is a disease caused by tiny germ cells that enter your lungs when you breathe them in. Tuberculosis germs are most commonly found in the lungs, but sometimes they can move to other parts of the body. People lacking adequate health care. Pre-existing medical conditions like diabetes mellitus or chronic renal failure, long-term care facilities, occupation, that means healthcare workers. You are a healthcare worker for patients at high risk of tuberculosis. You work or live in a hospital or nursing home. When you have tuberculosis disease of the lungs, you can spread it to other people if you are a smoker. So here I am discussing about causative organisms for tuberculosis, that are pulmonary tuberculosis, may have evolved from Mycobacterium tuberculosis from humans 1,000 years ago. Bovine tuberculosis may have evolved from Mycobacterium bovis acquired by humans from domestic animals 15,000 years ago. So other causative organisms are avian tuberculosis may have evolved from Mycobacterium tuberculosis from birth, and miliary tuberculosis or disseminated tuberculosis invade the blood stream and spread to all the body organisms. So viewers, if you enjoyed this video or learned anything, then press a like button and don't forget to subscribe. Now we are going to focus on common symptoms of tuberculosis. Symptoms of tuberculosis can develop slowly and may vary. The main symptoms include constitutional symptoms, pulmonary symptoms, and the last one is extrapulmonary symptoms. So first is constitutional symptoms. So these symptoms are anorexia, low-grade fever, night sweats, fatigue, weight loss without trying, decreased or no appetite, and feeling weak or tired. Next is number 2, pulmonary symptoms. So, pulmonary symptoms are dyspnea, non-resolving bronchopnea, chest tightness, non-productive cough, that means 2 to 3 weeks or more, and coughing with blood, chest pain, etc. Number 3, that are extrapulmonary symptoms. So extrapulmonary symptoms are pain and inflammation. So if you guys have any kind of inquiry, then in my comment section you can tell me and put down a comment under this video, because this will help me to improve better. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture. So keep watching and keep learning. So subscribe this video, like and share it with your friends, and also press the bell icon right next to it. And happy watching. In my next video, I will going to sharing tuberculosis part 2. To know more about the biology topic, then keep visiting educational support and follow me on my Facebook page. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.